Papa Squad, coming at ya. Hey everybody, how's it going? We're gonna listen to Salem, which apparently is part of the Witch House movement. It's electronic rock music, but it definitely has some crossover. One of the bands, I forget exactly who it was, had some crossover with the music we normally listen to, and I said I wanted to hear some of the Witch House music because that sounded kind of interesting. And Brandon sent me some moolah and said, react to Salem. The song is Starfall, which is what we're going to listen to here in just a moment. And super curious about this. Haven't listened to this band ever. Not even really heard of them. I think I may have seen somebody else just reacted to this song, but I didn't watch it because I knew I was going to be watching it. They are an American band from Traverse City, Michigan, founded by Heather Marlett, Jack Donahue, and John Holland. Salem is considered one of the pioneers of the Witch House genre. And let's see what it says about Witch House. Is a subgenre of electronic music characterized by dark occult themes, okay, I'm in, and visual aesthetics that emerged in the late 2000s and early 2010s. The music is heavily influenced by the chopped and screwed style of hip-hop. Yeah. I don't know what that means, but I'm there for it, as well as industrial noise and dream pop. Oh man, this sounds like I will love it. In 2020, the group released a mixtape, Stay Down, followed by their second album, Fires in Heaven, both without Marlatt, who is disputing her ouster. Oh, that is not good. It looks like this album, did they get the years wrong on that? Because this says Starfall, was a single that came out in 2020. According to Heather Ferris of AllMusic.com, Salem sound blends ethereal electronica and slow southern hip-hop rhythms, and is noted for pioneering the music subgenre of Witch House. Alright, looks like they've been around from 2008 to 2012, and then 2016, and then 2020 to present, although it sounds like the 2020 to present is maybe just a couple of members of the band who decided to reform without one of the other members. It's always nice when people get along. Let's give this a listen and see what it is like. Salem with the song Starfall, and it is 2 minutes and 49 seconds. I keep thinking of things I wanted to tell you and I forgot, so I'll do it in another video. Let's do it! I'm not sure about my speakers. That is a Midwest storm. So we're not far in, but I absolutely pick up the ethereal part. I pick up the industrial part with just kind of those, it sounds kind of like slapping metal or something like that. Not really picking up very much hip-hop, except it's very, I don't know, I can feel how it could go in that direction. And it certainly has kind of a little bit of a rock feel, has very much the supernatural sort of idea, you know, even the power of the storm being shown in the video kind of has a slightly spooky sort of feel, so really kind of a cool little package that they're presenting overall. And let's keep going. Of course, I stopped like a second before the coolest part, so let's back up a little bit. Oh, fantastic. great song. Very, very cinematic sounding. Like that. Like if that wouldn't fit as part of a movie, I don't know what song would. Right? Like, what a fantastic song for that purpose. I mean, and it is also a really good song. Trying to think of what it reminds me of, and I get so many kind of like almost like emo bands from the 80s onwards, and that might be kind of part of the sort of spooky witch house part of it, right? That kind of pulls in those sorts of influences, but I really feel like there's a couple of bands I've heard that kind of seem similar to this, and I can't think of who they might be, but man, what a cool sound. I would absolutely listen to more of this whole genre if this is representative of it, which I assume it is, because these are apparently some of the most successful of that genre. Very, very cool. Very cool, and it's also really interesting to see hip hop influenced music coming out of not Detroit, obviously, right? But coming out of the Midwest and what looks to be a fairly rural area. I don't know Traverse City at all to know what it's like or what part of Traverse City they're from. But really cool because I also get a really interesting sense of like everything else that could have influenced them as they were growing up and the sorts of music they liked, and it wasn't just hip hop, right? Like they're incorporating things that the only thing I'm surprised I'm not really hearing any of is kind of like a country influence. But again, I don't know where they're from in Traverse City, and I don't know what Traverse City is like. Like if they were right downtown or if they were on the outskirts and it was considered more rural. I have zero clue. Really cool. I will absolutely listen to more by them. If you know a good song by them that's a little more hip hop influenced, I would be super curious to hear that. If there's not really anything that's more like that, then we can just find something else to listen to. Very, very cool. Thank you, Brandon, and thank you for the money for this. And also, if you are watching these videos and you want to suggest something, do it down in the comments. Feel free. I cannot get to them all, but I try and take as many of them as I can. If you want me to for sure react to something, then send me $1 or $2 or something like that. You do not need to send me $5, $10, $20, $50, anything like that. You really don't. Even if you are a musician. This is at least how it is right now on August 3rd of 2022. Just send me the music. I am not charging for any of this. Maybe if I do get super overwhelmed and there's so much demand that it only makes sense to charge to have things rise to the top, then I'll actually charge money and I will tell people that. But just feel free, and if you have a suggestion, whether it's a song or an album, just whatever, and you want to for sure have it get done, send me $1 or $2 or $3, whatever you want. But it doesn't have to be a lot. Somebody sent in a $1 and said, I know it's not enough to do a full album, but if you could do a full album, I'm like, you don't have to pay me anything. This is going to make sure I actually do it. So don't worry about that. I am currently not getting rich from this, although I absolutely appreciate the money that has come in and is coming in, and we're at the start, so take advantage of it, right? If this goes somewhere, then awesome, it goes somewhere, and it's going to be fun for all of us because this is really unexpected for me, and I know 10,000 subscribers is not a lot in the grand scheme of things. I mean, the groups and corporations, tens and hundreds of thousands and millions of people that are following them. So 10,000 is not huge, but that just says we're at the start of it, right? We get to determine how we want to do all this. And I am not so proud a person that I think I'm doing this all on my own. I absolutely am not, even though I am the only one sitting here in this chair. I was talking to myself and 50 other people for 2.5 years before I reached 10,000 people. So there you go. That's where things are at. Pop Squat. Checking out. And if you didn't see in the first video and you're a graphic designer and you want to do some stuff for me, please contact me. My information is in the About tab on the main Papa Squad page. That's about it. Talk soon. Bye.